So, after many a trial and tribulation, we now find ourselves at the end of the fourth night, with only the final soul left to get. And as we saw last time around, the final soul is under the ownership of a very peculiar character. Not so much in its eccentricity, but rather the fact that it just appears to be a golden version of Judgment Boy. Now, it hasn't really been specified, I don't think, that there are multiple Judgment Boys, but this is indeed a separate entity from the Judgment Boy we've seen before. Because if we look at our map, on the bottom floor of the basement, we see not only Judgment Boy, but an additional entity down there, and that is indeed Judgment Boy Gold. Now, we're not going to have to do a lot of clue gathering or figure out any kind of weird puzzles here, but I still figured, we should do the bare minimum and I guess at least press Gregory for a little information.
What are you doing?
It's especially worth doing because once we talk to Gregory here, he does make a weird allusion to someone named the Master. Not really sure who that might be.
Who would you like to hear about?
Though it seems inevitable that we will be running into that person. In regards to Judgment Boy Gold himself, though, nothing but praise to come from Gregory's mouth here. Pretty good all in all, considering that Gregory usually seems to have a pretty negative view of any of the other guests in the hotel. I think the reason that he gives Judgment Boy Gold such high praise is that opposed to just the normal Judgment Boy Gold is usually right on the money with his, judgments and predictions. And considering that we are in dire straits here, might as well go ahead and jump straight on down to the bottom floor of the basement. And I suppose, since we haven't really talked to Judgment Boy in quite a long time, we could talk to him.
Judgment!
Now, I haven't really shown it off, but if you do happen to talk to Judgment Boy in certain times of the day, I think, he will give you these strange, out-of-place little quizzes. Not really sure if they have to do with you, or if he's just brain damaged, but as far as I can tell, it doesn't matter what answer you give.
Scales of truth!
Always seems to be the wrong answer.
Only the scales know for sure. Judgment! Here you go!
Also, as far as I know, you don't, I think even if you do get a right answer, you don't really get any kind of a reward from doing so. I think it's just a little bit of odd flavor text that you can get. Now, our real target here is pretty close by. And it's this large golden fellow here, and in case you were wondering why Judgment Boy was down here in the first place, it's because he is getting training from Judgment Boy Gold to, ascend to the state of being golden?
Judgment! Congratulations! Your amazing skills have gotten you this far. Prize, I'll give you your final judgment! 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 Now, let's begin the final judgment! Spying on Catherine. He's on a date with someone at the bar. But who?
So yeah, this is our our final hurdle in the game, a memory quiz. Hopefully you've been paying attention for the course of the game. Hopefully you remember that Catherine has a hard-on for Hell Chef. Because otherwise you might get these questions wrong.
Righty then, let's ask the scales of truth. Which will it be, money or love?
Yeah, the only real way to know that Catherine has any feelings for Hell Chef is to look at the pictures on her wall.
Spying on Catherine. Eating a snack and watching TV in the conference room. Oh, what is she eating?
For the most part, none of these questions in this quiz are especially difficult.
Righty then, let's ask the scales of truth. Which will it be, money or love? Only the scales know for sure. Advent! Here we go! Chasing Angel Dog. Suddenly starts arguing with someone. But who?
I mean, most of them are things you have to figure out to get the souls of the owners in the first place.
Righty then, let's ask the scales of truth. Which will it
In the
be,
end,
money or
though,
love?
all
Only
we
the
have to
scales
really
know
do
for
here is successfully answer 5 of the questions from the Judgment Boy trio here.
Chasing my son. Gone into the storeroom. What is he doing there?
And in all reality, even if you answer the question incorrectly, there's no real penalty. You just start the quiz over from the beginning.
Righty then, let's ask the scales of truth. Which will it be, money or love? Only the scales know for sure. Advent! Here we go! Buying on Mommy Papa! Always goes to a certain place at 8 in the morning. Oh, where does he go?
And our final question comes directly from Judgment Boy Gold himself. This one threw me for a bit of a loop, but it's pretty obvious that it's the nurse's room.
Righty then, let's ask the scales of truth. Which will it be, money or love? Only the scales know for sure. Judgement! Here we go!
And just like that, we managed to get the final soul in the game. Still, I don't know, that just feels a bit anticlimactic, I guess. I mean, granted, the difficulty of collecting some of the souls has fluctuated a bit. I mean, still, the fourth night, I got the impression was supposed to be the hardest. And this just feels like they ran out of ideas in the end. Still, I mean, job well done, I suppose. We managed to, I guess, pretty much beat the game at this point. Not really a whole lot of reason to gather up these items, though. I mean, we're never going to be coming back down to this level. And I guess there could be a few items we could purchase in Gregory's store if we trade in all these nice herbs. I don't know, I think there are a few little minor things that I could still quickly cover. I think there might be one or two rooms that I never happened to venture into because they had, previously been locked. Such as on the first floor of the basement. I think we never actually visited Angel Dog's room, so we might as well go ahead and do that super quick. I won't say that it's really worth your time to do, because it can be a little bit out of the way. There is a kind of unique item, though, that will spawn in Angel Dog's room. And it never hurts to look at the lovely effort and motif that they put into each one of these individual rooms. It struck me in retrospect that one of the reasons that Angel Dog's room is underground is because I think there's this, dual personality here of a hellish beast that lives underground and also a angelic entity that wants to live amongst the stars. Still, this is the unique item, the angel herb, and just what this angel herb does. Well, if you do happen to fully run out of your mental gauge, it will automatically revive you, which is, pretty useful if you are having a lot of troubles. Otherwise, though, there's not really any reason to ever come in here. And there was one other room on the upper floor, a gold-plated room, and you might be able to guess who resides in there. Yeah, I think for a very small amount of time, whenever Judgment Boy Gold isn't yelling downstairs in the basement, he does get a little bit of sleep. Was a bit bummed though, because by the time I got up here is right when he decided to wake up. Not that you really glean much from, watching him sleep. As far as I know, this room doesn't become unlocked until Judgment Boy Gold happens to move in, and outside of being especially gaudy and hideous, it doesn't really have anything of interest in it. I'm wanting to say maybe randomly an item will show up in here, but we didn't happen to have such luck. In the end, though, we have all the souls, so in reality, we don't really need any more items. All we need to do is head back down to our room and turn in this final soul to death. And indeed, in the end, it has been a very tiring, and long journey. And I think it's time for our final reward.
Come on now! Give it up! Throw away all them worries. Oh, it's you! Did you manage to pick up any souls? Yep, I think that's about all of them. Been a real help, pal. Hey, thanks a lot. Here, I'll stamp your card for you. Hey, you don't look so good. Here, this'll fix you right up. Alrighty then. Like I promised, I'll show you the way back to the real world. The real world is outside through the front door in the lobby. Before you can get out there, you gotta release all the souls.
Tell me, Gregory, is it really true? Is that brat actually collecting souls?
Yes, it's true, Mama. The child has already freed all of them.
This was all your fault. Can't you remember anything at all?
Mama, please stop!
This is the last straw. I'm going to drink that kid's soul. Just wait and see.